What's up guys, my name is Mato and welcome to Mato Explains. This is the series where I talk about different topics that I find interesting. Today we're discussing a historic American tradition. No, it's not baseball, it's not invading small countries, and it's not apple pie. Today we're talking about the inauguration of the President-elect of the United States of America. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also make sure to check out Catalyst RXN's channel, link in the description. He plays video games and stuff like that. With that being said, let's get right into it. After what is, by world standards, an abnormally long campaign season, I mean, come on, the first Democrat to announce his campaign for the 2020 election, John Delaney, entered in the race on July 28, 2017. This means that technically the 2020 U.S. general election lasted 1,194 days, which is equivalent to 99 Japanese election cycles. Anyways, after the campaign season, legally eligible voters from across the nation raced to the polls to vote for the candidate of their choice. Little side note here for anyone who doesn't live in the US, we don't actually vote for our candidates directly, we actually vote for who we want our state to vote for in the Electoral College. Another side note for people who don't live in the US, the Electoral College is an anger-inducing topic for a lot of people in this country, so I'm just gonna move on. Following Election Day, or week, the transition period begins. The incredibly long, grueling transition. But it used to be longer. Until FDR's second inauguration in 1937, Inauguration Day was on March 4th, months after Election Day in November. It was originally on March 4th because that was the date that Congress set for the inauguration of George Washington, although that had to be pushed back to April 30th, 1789. This changed when Congress ratified the 20th Amendment, changing the date to January 20th, or the 21st if the 20th falls on a Sunday. This was for two reasons. One, technological advancements allowed for faster vote counting, and two, we've had some historically bad transitions in American history. Now, January 20th is still 2 months past the election, but officials find this 2-month stretch important. The end of an election season brings on the transition of millions of federal jobs. The president-elect and company also have to be briefed on important intelligence, which there is quite a lot of. The incoming president has to know what Russia is spying, what China is hiding, what North Korea is nuking, what those freedom-hating tyrants across the pond are up to. America's enemies don't take the day off, so this sometimes grueling 2-month period is important. This period is also when the Electoral College votes based on the wishes of the citizens, sometimes, and when Congress certifies the Electoral College results. However, at times, this transition period has had catastrophic results, such as during the Civil War and the Great Depression, the latter of which led Congress to adopt the 20th Amendment in the first place. At last, it's Inauguration Day, a day full of glee for some and anger-inducing for others. Most people watching this video won't remember a time when Inauguration Day didn't take place in front of the Capitol. However, this has only been a tradition since Ronald Reagan's first inauguration in 1981. Previously, the president has taken the oath of office inside congressional chambers, the White House, New York City, and your mother. Some even say that FDR continues to be inaugurated in the afterlife to this day. There you are, standing before the nation. It's cold, nipple-piercing cold. You can sense the tension. You can cut it with your nipple knives. Yeah, that's what you'll be known for, nipple knives. How does it feel, you useless piece of... The time has come. It's 12 p.m. What do you say? According to the Constitution, it's the oath of office, which goes as follows. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States, and will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. The oath is administered by the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. There have been multiple occasions throughout history that the oath has had been repeated. For example, former President Obama said the oath 4 times in 2 terms, the most of any president. Well, almost any president. Nonetheless, you're now the President of the United States. You can now invade as many countries as your little heart desires. Okay, the main explanatory part of this video is over, but I decided to go over some more notable inaugurations in American history. For example, in 1829, when Andrew Jackson invited the public to the White House to party hard, the crowd partied a little too hard, forcing Jackson to make a getaway through the window. This wouldn't even be the last of these parties that he threw. Another one was when Warren G. My cabinet is taking bribes. Harding traveled through DC in a car. This was a marker of the larger changes that were occurring at the time. By the way, be honest, how many of you actually knew that Warren G. Harding was a person? Comment down below. He's definitely in the top 5 of most forgettable presidents, alongside like Chester Arthur and Millard Fillmore. Infamously, at William Henry Harrison's inauguration, he delivered what is still the longest inaugural address in U.S. history, at roughly 8,000 words. He brutally subjected his audience to this torment in freezing wet weather without a hat, coat, or gloves. He developed pneumonia and died just 31 days into his term. So I'm recording this on January 10th, 2021, so I don't know what exactly transpires in the coming days, but there is a chance that Mike Pence could break Harrison's record for the shortest presidential term. Alright, one more. In 1861, Abraham Lincoln and incumbent James Buchanan, who is famous for many things, such as being the president before Lincoln, being a bachelor, not doing anything to stop the growing national division, and maybe being the first gay president, left Washington, D.C.'s Willard Hotel by horse-drawn carriage. At his inauguration, Lincoln made a speech that would surely unify the divided nation. A month later, the South attacked Fort Sumter, starting the Civil War. There you have it, a quick little recap of Inauguration Day. Please let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. I want to do more videos in this type of format, and I would really appreciate your feedback. With that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've been Mato, and I'll catch you later.